tell people what a bullet is because there's not
a little container of cocaine, like you just
easy access. You pull it out of your pocket, you go like that, and bang. Yeah,
give yourself a little something.
A bump. Yeah, fast bump. Yeah.
Worski knows. I'm a fucking choir boy compared to you, buddy. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
I'm from the Midwest. I drink beer.
I don't judge.
I don't fucking know. I drink beer and watch Timberwolves playoff games. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Let's fucking go.
So we're watching it. Pete, shut the fuck up, Ashton. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're watching the Tarantino movie, and Kayla and April start making out. Fun, cool.
Right.
I said here's something that's got me thinking.
I can see it beginning that way, right? Like your wives start making out, and it's like it's cool, right? Because it's like lesbian action. It's hot,
wonderful,
and that's what opens the door to it, right?
Yeah,
and rubbing.
And I want to say I respect your, I appreciate your respect as a man. While I'm talking about that, to have both your hands above the screen, I do appreciate it.
Exactly, we got this fire me up special.
You're a godly man. So
Very.
They're making out, and here's what's got me thinking that I don't know if something happened before this while they were, while April was out there hunting or not. I don't think so. Timeline wise, who knows? Nick goes to run his hands up April's thigh. And I go, whoa, 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 whoa. And he pulls his hand back real fast. Like, I'm sorry. I'm on Molly. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm like, all right, just fucking making sure. So I start doing things to my wife while her and Kayla are making out. Nick starts doing things to his wife while they're making out. And then we break. They go in, Kayla and Nick go in one room. April and I are in the other. April and I both do a little bit of coke. Nick pours a little bit of coke out. April does some, I'm assuming for the first time ever, which she looked at me. She goes, is this okay? I said, I'd had one bump at a wedding when I was like 30 at that time. And I'm like, it's up to you. You're your own person. You can do what you want. Right. And then I did one bump and I'm like, God, I forgot. I really don't like this. It doesn't feel good when it goes. I just don't like shit up my nose. So, we do that. April and I have sex. I'm assuming the two of them had sex. And when it's all done, I remember Nick was downstairs. April went downstairs. They're in the kitchen. Kayla comes into my room, comes around the bed, stands by me, and starts showing me like pictures of her family and telling me stuff about her family. Like, here's this person, here's that person, so on and so forth. And I'm like, I'm just kind of like, just because of everything that went on, I'm like, does she like me? Like, we're both married. Is this like a thing? I don't really
get felt flirtatious energy.
I felt the flirtation, and obviously I thought she was an attractive woman. I'm not sitting here going, oh, this weird bitch is fucking talk. I was like, oh, it's all right. Okay.
So she was coming on to you right away.
I don't know. I'm terrible at reading.
That's the sense. That's
almost like a flirtation. Like the energy was there.
You were
not the words, but right. like you're near her, sort of like arms touching. Oh, look at this. Yeah,
we both just had sex. She's leaning over me. Yeah, it is a sexual energy.
Exactly. Okay.
So then April and I leave for Las Vegas the next day, and I am a little weirded out by what happened the day before, and I'm uncomfortable around my wife. But she's talking about this experience like, oh, that's kind of exciting, right? That was kind of fun. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I'm more in the realm of like, what the fuck just happened? So then we get a day to think about it. Friday morning, we're in Las Vegas, and I go, she's getting ready in the bathroom. I go get her. I want to talk to you real quick. And I was thinking about Kayla standing next to me, and I can't remember if she was naked or not, but I think she may have been topless. I can't remember.
I just remember if she was naked or not.
Dude, when we get to all the stories, there's a lot of shit that's just gonna. Okay. It's just too much.
He's not sure if it was that time or the next time.
Like my RAM is overloaded. Yeah. I can't process shit right. I really can't. Okay. Like, shit happens to me now.
And you were fucked up too, right? Like, you're on drugs, drinking, all that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, I talked to my wife, and we just had a talk about what happened that night, 2 nights ago. And we talk about what we'd like to do. And I'm like, we know their reputation. And I went, I think I'd like to try this. Like
The reputation. Could you
the degenerate here that started this was me. I asked the question first.
Was it the hedonism stories? Like, was that what the reputation you're talking about?
I didn't know about the hedonism stories. I just knew in general the Rekietas had swinger stories around them.
Okay.
Like, is this a known thing in Minnesota? Like, locally, are they known for swinging, or are you going based off of like
internet lore?
The Kiwi Farms.
Okay.
Internet lore.
Okay.
So
you weren't surprised that.
Right.
Okay. Can you answer this for just before we go any further on this?
Man.
Do you know if Drexel has had sex with Kayla?
I can tell you. I'll tell you that Kayla has told me no.
Okay.
I trust her on that, and I've never met Drexel. I don't. You've
never met Drexel.
Never met him. He was never at the Rekieta's house in the 6 months I was there.
All right. Back to the timeline of you opening things up and how we all
So,
got here.
April seemed way more gung-ho on it than I thought she would. So I was just like, all right, cool. That night.
Did that upset you? Did it upset you that she was so easily like open to it?
I feel bad saying no. I want to tell people this. If you're thinking of opening up the sanctity of your marriage, let me tell you something. You're fucking done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
You don't want it anymore. You're bored, whatever. Subconsciously or consciously, you just want to fuck some strange.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that's what it started out. That's what it started out as. That does not negate the feelings I told you that I developed for Kayla later, everything else. I don't want to disrespect her in that way. But
no, I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but do you think it had anything to do with April not like orgasming? Because she said you never made her orgasm.
Where that fucking story came from. Our sex life was fantastic. As everything else was fucking garbage, that was good until the last time.
She made that joke or something, and then Red Bar started talking about it. Yeah.
I made a joke on air. She's like, oh, not every woman comes every time from sex. And that becomes, oh, she doesn't come. And it's just like, I'm just like, you motherfucker. Like, she wasn't saying anything shitty. She wasn't bashing our sex life. But I looked at her and went, you know how the internet's going to take that.
And
right?
you were pissed. Yeah, you were like seething. Yeah.
Number one, I'm not saying I'm the greatest that ever lived, but I laid some good dick with this woman. And here she is saying this. And I'm like, she doesn't mean anything by it. But I'm like, you wonder, like, I think more in terms of like what people are going to say, whereas she just kind of says shit. Yeah. And I'm like, that's why she was so caught off guard when I was like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, what? I didn't say anything. And I'm like, no. People are going to take this the wrong fucking way.
Yeah, I could see that. So are you saying, were you pushing more to be opened, or was she pushing more for it to be open? So you're saying
that's my idea.
This was your idea to open the relationship.
Yeah, this was my idea.
Okay.
And
but then she was open, and you were like, "That was kind of quick."
She was a little bit too quick of a yes. And then we're talking to Nick and Kayla on the phone at dinner that night, and I'm like, all right. The first thing, actually, Las Vegas was the first red flag I got from this whole thing, because as soon as we text them about this idea that I had, the first thing Nick did was, do you guys have the Signal app on your phone?
Whoa! What is the Signal app? What is it?
And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Okay.
He goes, it's an encrypted messaging app.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, well, why can't we just text? No. Let's use the Signal app. And I'm like, well, there's nothing illegal about fucking each other's spouses. Like, I mean, we can fucking talk about this like adults, you know? Oh, no. Yeah, it was just weird. So we had to use this Signal app all the time. And I thought I should have known, like, you're going to realize, I can see holier than thou Ashton, the wheels turning already, going, these fucking degenerates, the judgment.
No.
You're right.
No, this is a judgment-free zone.
We've never judged anyone.
Oh, yeah. Real
it's a judgment.
We have a lunk alarm.
You know what? I got
until I hit the end call button.
Listen. Did you make Kayla come when you fucked her?
Oh, we did very well.
How many times do you estimate that you made Lady Rackets moan your name?
Oh, Jesus.
How many times did you fuck her, do you think?
See, now I was talking to someone before we went on, and they prepped me. They said, Ashton's going to ask some hard-hitting questions.
Oh, yeah. Of course he is.
And they prepped me for some of them. One of them was, how many times did you guys have sex? Can't.
It was
Whoa!
countless.
It was just
It
a
was
lot.
dozens of times.
Like I said, I loved
Hundreds.
This. I was obsessed.
Hundreds?
I was obsessed with this. Hundreds?
Hundreds?
No, not
Maybe,
hundreds.
like 100?
In the like dozens to 100.
How many times a week?
At first, we always tried to keep it, or not tried to keep it, but it was always more spouses than other spouse. You understand?
Yeah.
So it'd be like a once or twice a week thing. I'd say at the peak, 4 or 5 times a week.
Did she suck your cock?
What are you, fucking gay?
Of course.
Yeah,
was
like,
there
what are you,
dirty shit like anal and shit?
Like that's what you do. You fuck. What am I? Not a gentleman?
Did she spit or swallow?
Come on.
You know
what
I
she
will
did.
tell you this. Listen to me. As a man, and maybe people in the chat will say as a fag, I see getting my dick sucked as a precursor to the main event. So
Yeah.
if I'm getting close, I'm getting my dick sucked. I'm like, no. Let's get to it. I don't. So that
Right.
Was there toys involved at some points too?
Was she good? Was she good at sucking it, or what?
just a beautiful girl all around. She really
Yeah.
is. Just a lovely girl all around. I don't even say, no, look, you guys are giggling and everything. I don't say that as disrespect.
No, this is a crazy
No,
story.
like,
the story is
it's amazing.
This is like the greatest story.
You're like one of the best Howard Stern segments
like,
ever. You're just nailing it right now.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
No. And let me just say, into the camera right now, save yourself, sweetheart. You know you're better than this.
Whoa. By the way,
Did
your
you
channel
use
is in
the
the links up there, by the way,
Yes.
everyone. Go sub to him, sub a Steel Tour.
Did you ever use the Baldo on Kayla?
I heard the Baldo described one time.
Okay.
Nick described it, and he tried to sell it.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, it's a thing where
Hey,
your
no,
balls
tell-
become
tell
hard.
us.
Tell us, please.
No, tell us the time he tried to sell the Baldo.
He was like, no, you don't understand. The Baldo is this thing where it makes your balls hard, and you can insert them, and then your dick can rub against their clit, and it can actually be very stimulating. I'm like, you know what else is stimulating? Fucking the shit out of somebody. You can just fuck someone. You don't have to shove your balls inside them.
So he used the Baldo? He did.
I don't know. I cannot confirm.
But he's trying to sell you on it privately, so he for sure did.
Maybe he just believed in the product.
Okay, yeah.
I don't.
Now, did you, in the course of any of this, did you ever see Rekieta's wang?
I never. I've seen it flaccid in passing.
Are you bigger than him?
I will say this. I will say it's close. I don't think I've seen it firm, so I don't know.
Flat